some time now, 6 going on 7 years. And now with Master Duel, it's just really cool that we have that many different categories and that many different world champions.
All right, but it looks like we are now ready to get on into that grand finals. Yet again, Takagi versus Yuku on the stage. Game 1 start.
And Takagi, once again, he starts things off with his signature Destiny Hero deck.
That's what the Astra Phoenix character implies. It is a 30-card deck, very deep. And now we have, I wonder what Yuku's going to be playing here. Typically, this is the Rocket deck that we haven't seen, and that one has been fierce.
I know that card. That's quick launch.
Yes.
We actually just saw that in the semifinals of the TCG Dragon Link going on.
Dragon Link is represented in all 3 games. It is a testament to how powerful this deck is. Marcello, the combos, the traditional combos in this one, a little bit different than maybe we've been seeing in the TCG, OCG. So what do we expect an end field to look like in this version of Rocket?
Yeah, we have seen a lot of different things. We can say that this is not probably just a Dragon Link deck. It's more of a synchro deck, but
yes.
Yuko is also, as we have seen, playing a fusion package, so that could be interesting. We'll see where he wants to go with it, but regardless, it's important to mention this is one of the characters that is not shared. He's the only one of the 2 playing Varys at the finals.
Yeah, so Takagi will not be on this deck. I loved seeing this one yesterday. It can climb up into 8-star synchros incredibly easy. Void Ogre Dragon is incredible. Maybe just 3 set back rows with a Void Ogre Dragon. That is a powerful start. Now, important to note, Takagi was not playing a lot of back row at all yesterday. So, will Void Ogre Dragon actually do oh, wait, okay, maybe he is, and we just didn't see it.
Never mind.
Wow. All right, well, never mind, everybody.
3 face down to Takagi.
I mean, against the Void Ogre Dragon, I don't know if that's ideal. Crackdown will at least get the once per turn negation. Oh, no, but now there's card in hand.
Yeah, as soon as he draws, he's going to be able to resolve that Crackdown and take the Void Ogre. And now he has cards in hand, so he won't be able to negate. Almost,
it would have been
so
negated by Crackdown, but this is a nice start regardless. Oh, nice, tributing that for the Malicious.
It was just a turn pass from Yuku. So now we're going into the skill. This is what you can activate. It will set a polymerization for free. And now we can use the Maliciouses to go into a fusion monster. Let's see what the decision here is for Takagi.
It looks like he's Liquid Soldier too.
Yes, so Elemental Hero Sunrise gonna search for his Miracle Fusion off the deck, and we could see him trying to go for that OTK right here.
Okay, we're going into battle phase, trying to get through some of these back rows. We are assuming that one of these will prevent this. And we have a Paleozoic Canadian.
Gonna flip that Sunrise face down.
Very good first trap to use, because now the follow-up trap to get the Canadian back out of the graveyard, onto the field, have some field presence, and to go into links or tributes. And now we have the next skill activation here. How deep into a combo can we go? We're not going for it. Yuko has just all the back row of the deck.
And there he is, face down, Miracle Fusion activated.
Alright, so Malicious.
I fusion summon a monster.
What are we gonna go for?
Absolute 0?
Yeah, gonna be another Sunrise.
My monster's
And I mean, we have to assume there are more, maybe another copy of Canada to just keep Yuko in this one. But definitely a rough start.
Don't forget that Takagi has back row of their own. I wonder. Ooh, warning point. Okay, so we're trying to prevent further fusion summons or link summons.
Yeah, being able to use that Liquid Soldier multiple times is pretty awesome.
Oh, that's nice though. Well, you just get some value out of that card.
Yeah, at this point now, Yuko forced to get back to Canada just to stay in this one. But he will lose out one of the other 2 face downs, I guess.
I love the expendable die in this Destiny Hero deck. You can get value out of your warrior monsters, the little ones. And now we have 2 fusion monsters in attack mode. So it's going to be a lot of damage.
And now we get to go for the Plasma back, and with the Malicious, this could still be enough, because the Malicious can attack over the Canada, so
that's a good point. Now, what's the last back row for Yuko? That is going to determine this entire game one. Can you stay alive, Yuko?
You think
And there is a Fiendish chain.
I'll use the card I set.
That should keep Yuko in this, but you don't have a lot of resources left. You're down to a big draw here.
Down to 1,100 life points. Can he pull this one out, or is this gonna be already over for game one?
I do not put a lot of stock in the Rocket deck off the draw unless they can combo with the other card in hand. Maybe the field spell would work.
Rocket Tracer.
But there's still back row you're trying to play through. Okay, Tracer's actually huge.
That's huge. You can destroy your own Fiendish chain now to try and access potentially, you know, we've seen Scarlight, we've seen a lot of different options, but
Dangerous Dragon activates its effect from the graveyard.
Yep.
We can maybe look to Link Climb here as well. There's a few options for Yuko. Let's see where the player decides to go.
This is still doable, but a Canadian of his own from Takagi.
That will hit the tuner most likely. I imagine this Rocket Tracer. There it is. That means no more plays and an expendable die. I think Takagi's got it.
My trap activates.
Double expendable dies, hits the back row, another Fiendish chain. And that means that there's not a lot protecting Yuko here.
Takagi seemed to have been in control this entire game.
Absolutely, and now all he needs to do is attack over any of his monsters, and this is it.
We're going to go for Decider onto the board.
I like how the same Destiny heroes have been good since the beginning of Duel Links, and they're still being used today. These came out in Duel Links from the first couple of years.
Yeah, it's incredible how long this deck has stuck around. We got the attack, nothing stopping it. Takagi takes game one. Congratulations to the qualifier through Casey Cup in points for having the first victory. It is a best of 5. There's a chance for Yuko to come back, but a strong start from Takagi.
Not a surprise, once again sticking with the deck that got him here. He said that he mostly played Destiny heroes in the KC Cup, and he starts once again with it, not letting him down.
So this is also how we started yesterday.
Yep.
Presumably, if we follow the same game plan, it will be Speedroids coming up next. Surprisingly enough, he didn't win that one in the semifinals, but we do know that Takagi, and what we learned about him was that he's a very patient duelist. I didn't notice a lot of nerves in the semifinals. Obviously, we don't see the live reactions, so maybe there was when we were watching the replay, but it felt like there were decisions being made that I would have just flipped the card and said, no, you're not going to do that. And he's like, no, I'm going to let them do it, and I'm going to flip at the right time. So I'm very impressed with Takagi as a duelist overall.
Yeah, that time response is really huge. Not just having a card that you can activate doesn't mean you should always click yes. You got to wait for that opportune moment to jump in and really disrupt the opponent.
I like to remind people there's a reason I'm here and they're there. No shade on, I guess, the two actual players.
Whoa.
Yeah, how come you're not up on the stage?
I don't know. I tried, but it wasn't quite good enough.
Yeah, I did try as well through the
next year.
Always next year.
But we are getting into game 2. Takagi leads 1-0 versus Yuko. Game 2 underway. And now it's swapping the characters. Yuko will play Aster Phoenix, presumably that Destiny hero deck, and Takagi is onto the Speedroids.
Yes, as you mentioned, keeping the same order as yesterday, and now up against his own signature deck. Let's see if Yuko can give it justice.
It's my turn.
And did Yuko open as well as Takagi? I believe it's still a 30-card deck. Starting with the win, getting that Terror Top. So
that's pretty nice.
Yeah, no, Speedroid is so consistent in Duel Links. I think that is the most powerful part about this deck and why we see it so represented. Marcello, I don't think we ever saw a Speedroid deck in day 1 have a bad opening. Like, they always got to the Synchro Climb, especially because of the skill helping them get there.
Yes, up until the semifinals, when he just opened double Forbidden Lands against Takagi, and his opponent unfortunately lost out, but it's very rare that it happens, and this is an amazing opening. All you need really is that Wind Charmer, and you can go all in with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of openers in this deck, and it is a smaller deck. A reminder, Duel Links, it is 20-card minimum. This is one of those decks that you might as well just go for that. We do Synchro Climb up into an eventual 8-star Synchro monster. generally, it will also have a 7-star on the field as well, maybe a few back rows.
Card tour gives you that free card, always nice.
And your Yuko's going to have to fight into a pretty intimidating board.
Able to special summon attack and combo since he has the wind on the field. Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those are some of my favorite cards. I know you know all about Speedroid Terratop attack and combo.
Yeah, back in 2017, obviously.
I missed out on that.
Speedroid Terratop is quite the terror.
I get to relive it. It's perfect.
Red Eye Dice is pretty awesome too. Really opens up your synchro summon options, being able to modulate the levels.
Yep. You can get it back easily from the graveyard as well, which allows you to synchro climb into that Crystal Wing later on. And now we see the animation, I think,
yes. Right? This is my favorite animation. Watch this, Bill. You're in for a treat.
I haven't seen this one yet. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is almost as cool as the blue. Oh, wow. Yeah,
look at it. It's not done.
It's not done.
Yeah, there it is. Clear Wing Synchro Dragon's letting you know it's on the field now. And now we can use the skill to get another dice on the board, another 1-star tuner, and boom, now we can go into that 8-star synchro.
Yeah, the dice hits the field, and now we can upgrade into that Crystal Wing, possibly. Let's see what he wants to go for.
Going for the
5-star tuner with a 3-star non-tuner.
And this is a big excavate.
Oh, Forbidden Chalice. So we're going to have a quick effect negate. We will have a 8-star synchro and a 7-star synchro most likely on the board, but actually no.
No, we go for the puzzle maybe first.
Okay.
Let's see, or what he does he wants to go for. Yes, that's the puzzle.
High Speedroid puzzle.
Takagi very comfortable and confident in his ability to perform these climbs. And now it's high Speedroid puzzle on the field. We're going to synchro summon again.
And there is where we are going to see that other 8th monster of the deck in the Crystal Wing.
This one doesn't have a summoning animation.
No way.
I know. My letter's already in the mail. I am going to request it. But for now, we have Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon along with the Clear Wing Synchro Dragon on the field and that Forbidden.
Really good
what an opening.
Yep. But again, we've seen this opening anytime. Speedroid is very consistent, and this is almost the expectation. Honestly, it should just be the expectation. So now the question, and where things get exciting, is how does Yuko play into this? Because Destiny Hero can crack this board, I'm telling you right now.
Reinforcing the army seems like a good start.
Into Celestial, interesting one. Okay. We are gonna activate this skill right away, I believe. Yeah, Destiny effect, getting that malicious plus polymerization really strong.
That seems like a pretty good skill.
Yeah, it's very good, and that's what I'm saying. You know, when you look at the skills, they are often what determine what decks are actually viable.
Makes a lot of sense.
But the Crystal Wing negates the malicious. So.
Yeah, that is actually very impactful.
Malicious also just being able to force out the Crystal Wing. Maybe has other plans for it. Dystopia.
Nice. I love me some Dystopia gaming.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Usually we've seen it pair up later on with the Swordsman to get that effect going.
We don't have the material yet, but maybe Yuko has a way to get there.
But now we are actually going to use the Crystal Wing at its target, so that's huge. Maybe
that's actually really good. Yuko will have no monsters on the field, 3 back row set, but thinking about the Destiny Hero decks, those might be a couple of bluffs. We'll see. Can Takagi end it here? Would go up 2-0 in this best of 5 in the grand finals if you can win here.
I like being able to utilize the other effect of Speedroid Attack and Combo as opposed to just being material, and here Speedroid's actually even better. Being able to summon that Speedroid from the deck.
Yeah, it's actually a Speedroid card.
It's awesome.
If you weren't aware.
Yeah, I wasn't. I kind of missed that part. I thought it was a Terratop card.
Only in your dreams.
Oh, but we see this Book of Moon right here.
So Yuko does not have 3 back row bluffs set. There are actually cards. We are playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, but now he needs more to stay in this game.
Yeah.
Because he needs at least to deal with the Crystal Wing to stay alive.
The odds. Mirror Force. The one of Crackdown works too.
That's a big one. Probably best case scenario is a response here.
Yeah.
The Lance!
We had the Lance and the Chalice. I believe we had the Chalice that was found earlier. So that means we know that there's still a Chalice down. Lance will protect them. That should be it.
that could be over unless
Takagi
there is
looking
another face down.
Really
Yeah, what's
good.
the final back row for Yuko? Is it anything? Is it nothing? Spin Storm, Sky Strike for the game. Takagi up 2-0.
Wow, that was incredible. It was a speedy match.
Speedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a minor setback.
Takeagi's show, and again, he's so comfortable in these decks with these matchups. We saw him lose with the Speedroids in the semifinals yesterday, but this time around, Marcello, he got it.
Absolutely, what a show off, and I don't want to jinx it,
Ooh.
but this might be the first time ever all weekend that we see that 3-0's whip. And if it happens in the finals, that will be insane.
I mean, so why he's here in the finals,
Yeah.
ready to be able to 3-0 the finals.
That's a good point. The third deck, though, is one of my favorites. If it's the same that was played yesterday, if we're playing in the same order for Takagi, Crusadia should be up next.
I've heard y'all nonstop talking about
Yes.
this match from
Yes.
yesterday, so I'm excited to see the deck that
One of my
brought.
favorite decks to play on the ladder. And with the way I play it is very different than the way Takagi plays it, especially the way that I built it. Maybe part of that has to do with the limitations and the rules set for how you build your decks. But either way, it seemed like Takagi was very comfortable and very confident in how to pull off the Crusadia combos. And again, that was the instance where I felt like he played it so patiently.
Absolutely. I mean, he had some very unique choices in his decks, and not only in the way that he picked even the characters, you know, in the way he interacted with them, but that Crusadia deck must be it. It was an amazing show, and now let's see if he's gonna play it.
Game 3, Takagi, 1 win away from being world champion. Yuko has to reverse sweep from here.
Y'all did see a reverse sweep yesterday, right?
We did. There was a reverse sweep.
But not out of the realm of possibility.
Anything can happen at the World Championship.
And I can tell you that much, Playmaker and AI means Crusadia.
So Takagi did not have any back row outside of his Crusadia Crawler in that last duel. Went to first, set up the Crusadia with Crawler combo, the Equimax Crawler, and then won on the follow-up turn with a Kaiju summon. Was Yuko paying attention, and does Yuko know? Because Yuko's on Speedroids right now going first, so you can at least try and stop some of the Kaijus maybe with this, but you're not going to be interacting as much with all the Crusadia climbing. It could get tough.
You're right about the consistency of this deck.
Yeah, no, we're going to see the exact same combo, I almost guarantee you.
Yeah, he's going for a different opening instead of searching for the normal summon. Maybe he already has it.
Yeah, I mean, that's generally what that means.
There it is.
Okay, maybe we have two of it now. Interesting.
Yeah, going for a different line.
We get the animation again. Let's go.
This is a cool one.
Yep, this
I'm
is
a big
why I don't
fan
mind
now.
that everyone's playing Speedroids, because we get treated to this every single time.
Yeah.
Synchro Summon.
There it is.
Yeah, that's really sweet. Just that background right there at the very end really makes it so nice.
All right, so the clear when Synchro Dragon hits the field, which means the skill will continue on into the further combo.
You know what I just realized? That Yuko is picking the deck that he just lost to twice in a row now.
He is.
He just picked up the deck that he lost to, but that's not working up until now.
And that is a big factor in this. We have 5 decks to bring. Which matchup are you going to get, and how are you going to play it out? Maybe Yuko's just one deck behind what he
it
should be
seems
doing.
like he is at the moment, but this will be an amazing opening nonetheless.
So we'll continue to climb from here. This is a way that we've seen it been most of the time, but now we have the double yo-yo summon after the fact. Get back to tuner. We're going to go into that 7-star. Important to note, typically we want to get into one of our forbidden cards. We've seen most of the Speedroids playing the Forbidden Chalice and the Forbidden Lance and excavating into those. We didn't see that earlier because there's the double yo-yo pick up. So a back row set would actually be pretty pivotal in this matchup. Otherwise, if Takagi has 3 Crusadia monsters in hand, it's going to be kind of tough to survive here. I mean, Crusadia, I like Crusadia going second more than first.
Really? Just because they can put out so much damage with like Equimax and stuff.
The double damage, battle damage over with Equimax is huge.
And especially, as you mentioned, we have seen he's playing Kaiju. So those are amazing going second. You can,
guide you over the Crystal Wing and then just go into Crusadia combo, and this duel could be over quick.
It's my
But there's
turn.
two back
I draw.
row. Oh, that is very
I summon a
impactful.
monster.
Yuko might still be in this now.
Let's see, okay, Arborea, not a kaiju yet.
I create my circuit.
I would imagine the
Summon.
kaiju would come down first if you had it just to get through the Crystal Wing. So maybe this is a sign that there is no kaiju in hand for Takagi.
I
Arborea,
guess you could do it now.
great at making Hulk 5 Rex.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got to splash in my TCG stuff
Of
here
course.
a little bit.
We can't talk about that card anymore.
Oh, sorry, he's forbidden.
Yeah.
I activate my monster.
Okay, this is a nice one. You could make a chain link to prevent the Crystal Wing from negating whatever you want, but he's actually, okay, interestingly enough, deciding to keep the other one around. I guess it makes sense still.
Ruthlisia can actually get through some of these monsters, so I think it makes sense. You have to stop that one. I do like that from Takagi.
Yeah, because
Ruthlisia
now
forces it out.
the negation is gone. Ooh, and
Yeah,
here's the Draco.
Wow, so we have Draco, we have Maximus in hand. This is the ideal Crusadia opening. I think we still need a Kaiju in order to OTK, but we haven't seen, I believe, 2 cards in the hand of Takagi. There is a chance.
And he can still special summon that Arborea he just added back to his hand since he started with the normal summon.
The Crusadia combo is so satisfying. I love this deck. Another one that I missed out on when it was first coming out.
Oh, it's
in
great
the
at link
CCG,
climbing, yes.
But very fun to revisit it. One of the big reasons Duel Links is such a fun game. You can experience a different format.
Here comes that Arborea that he added back.
And he gets the power, which is a nice one to protect from those face downs.
That's actually huge. Yeah, now these back row are way less threatening. This is part of why Crusadia is so good at going second. The OTK is not difficult to set up. Takagi had to play this correctly, and he did. But now this is the reward. Equimax, Maximus in hand, power as well. This duel could end right here.
Yes, could this be already it for that 3-0?
Let's add up the damage.
Calculating the formula for victory.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
oh yeah,
But
we
you-
haven't even used the skill here.
No.
Activate my monster's effect.
Gaining all that life points back. Currently doing double damage. Oh, we're gonna go for the
Activating the
power
power.
early.
That's
Yeah,
too interesting.
interesting. Do we have a second power then?
Ooh, but we see the lance chain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, does lose the attack. Now it's unaffected by the effects of other spell and traps, so this other back row still won't do anything.
I activate a spell
But
card.
still more. For
Okay.
Legacy Succession to bring it back.
So
Wow.
zone being pointed to by a link monster.
Takagi is very creative. We're just hitting into the big synchro. It's not the OTK. Yugo is still in this, but it's looking rough.
Absolutely. Let's see this draw, because usually the Speed Ride deck ends with, you know, the card back in his hand, added in the end phase through the graveyard, thanks to the puzzle.
Yeah.
But he didn't open up with that combo, and now he's left top decking, I guess.
That's a good point. Typically, Speed Ride, the power of it is not only the consistent setup, but also the follow-up on the next turn
Yep.
if your opponent doesn't OTK you right there.
But now we get to use once again that skill.
We still have this.
I banished Den Daiko Duke from the graveyard.
The skills have so many effects. The layers to them add so much depth to these matches.
They really seem to. They really have a huge impact on the gameplay.
Yeah,
More
like-
so than how you draw, it
And
seems
let's
like.
see this
Much
excavate.
more. Oh, that's nice. Chalice.
Set a card. Let's battle. Clearwing Synchro Dragon attack.
So we're going to just clear through the Maximus.
Sky Strike.
I'm trying to remember, do we know what's in hand for Takagi? Was that the Arborea, or is that a mysterious card?
No, he
I'm pretty
he summoned the Arborea.
Yeah,
Okay.
we do not know. We do not know. I could assume it's probably one of the others, Crusadia, you already special summon throughout the turn, but...
The Arborea in the
Possibly.
graveyard will protect Maximus on field.
Ending my turn.
And
That's
this,
it!
that's it.
I draw.
2 back row for Yuko. These will have to do a lot of heavy lifting here, as we know that Takagi has a deep Crusadia extra deck package. There is another full line of Crusadia cards that were shown
Come out.
in yesterday's semifinals, and we're just dropping the Equimax.
Interesting.
Huh. Well, let's see where Takagi goes with this one.
Yeah, just gonna... We know that he's playing the second copy, you know? So
Yeah.
he feels like he can just combo through and then makes a second one later on. Because the thing
And
is...
this gets another Arborea into rotation.
Yeah. he now knows that there is the Forbidden Chalice face down, and so he couldn't just attack with the Equimax, because then he could, you know.
Yeah.
Circuit. Link summon.
So he grabbed Rayquaza, that maybe already has Draco. I feel like Draco's pretty useful in your follow-up
Yeah.
turns.
Yeah. There's a reason Takagi is here. He has a plan. He has a strategy of where this field is going. We're going for the
Ooh, that's
Reclusia.
huge.
This will force out the Forbidden Chalice most likely.
I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the regular.
I guess maybe if he knows how, yeah, he's gonna go for the Chalice.
There
That's
it is.
nice.
Yeah, because the Reclusia otherwise can just pop itself in something else.
Activate a quick play spell.
I guess you could just chain it on the Link, right? So
Yeah, I
you
think you go
prevent-
after the regular.
Yeah. Well played here by Yuko, and let's see this last card in end, if he is able to come up with the field here. Yeah.
Is
All
it
right,
the Draco? That would be so cool.
That would be incredible. We still don't know what Yuko's other back row card is right now.
Yeah, it's been down for quite some time. In
Holding
terms
on
of
to
Duel Links
that.
time.
In terms of Duel Links, true. It's a good distinction to make. Now, we know there's another Equimax in Takagi's extra deck. I'm not sure what the other two cards are, if there's other options to go into in this instance. And if so, what those might be, and if they can actually get through what Takagi is staring down. Because this is why I was surprised to see Crusadia. It's not one of the highest powered decks around, and it can be tough to play through a lot of the top threats.
I think we are just going maybe for the second Equimax and attack. That's it.
I guess.
Let's see, or maybe not. Maybe you could go for something else. Let's see.
They're the right arrows.
Yeah.
There is the Equimax. We can just try and clear the clear wing. And then hopefully that back row does not do much to stop you. And we have another Maximus.
That's nice, though, yeah.
Ooh, do we just switch everything?
My monster attacks.
Oh, we're keeping one Maximus in defense.
And no response from the face
Wow.
down.
Attack.
Also important to notice that Takagi is basically at a TCG like life points count now.
Yeah,
It's like-
7,600 life points. Not only does Yuko need to combo through this field, an intimidating field, Equimax can negate something here, but you also need to do 7,600 damage at
Yeah.
some point throughout this duel to Takagi.
If there was a top deck, that was one of the better ones with the win. Now there is at least a hope of coming back into this. Let's see if you can find the line, though.
There's no back row for Takagi, so it's really just this Equimax that Yuko needs to play through. But Takagi, this is what I said, he's a patient player. He's waiting for the right moment. Frame Lord Zeta!
Let's battle. You
Oh, that's exciting.
my monster.
Yeah, but the issue is there is still another. Now in Memphis 2, you can banish both, and he's gonna be left with no field.
Okay, this should be it.
Yeah.
Takagi, we have the headphones coming
This
off.
might be it.
And that's the Kaiju. He has it. Takagi with a 3-0 sweep is your Duel Links 2023 World Champion.
Wow, what an incredible match. 3-0.
Wow.
Well deserved, and what a match. We mentioned it, no 3-0 all weekend, and now he does it in the finals. Amazing, amazing Takagi.